There is an old, and I mean a very old, joke from a host at the start of a theater show. And I love it. It's the one where they're sitting on stage and everyone is gathered in their seats. And they pretend they're preoccupied with something, and then they turn and look and they say, "Oh, I didn't see you there. I can't actually see you there. We can't actually see you there. I never thought I would miss that joke." But we are proceeding. We are compelled and we are impelled and we are propelled to give you this show.
Yes, this will be a completely improvised, absurdist play that you are watching live from where you are in time and space. The fact of the matter is that I will be improvising in a room somewhere on the west coast of our country, and Nick is improvising in a completely separate room somewhere in the East Coast. And we are, in fact, in different spaces, but we are unified in the same time.
Yes, Kristen and I are simultaneous, fortunately, but I have bad news for all of you. We are about 11 seconds in your future. In order to stream, it takes about 11 seconds to gather our data, put it on a Sherpa to take to the top of the Comcast tower and pitch it your way. And yet, we promise, if anything happens in these 11 seconds that you absolutely need to know about, we will warn you. However, because you are 11 seconds in the past, although I do encourage you to be lively in the chat and respond among yourselves as to what you see, I'm afraid it will not do much good. It is in a past moment for us.
Thank you for being here, and thank you for your suggestions earlier. We got a number of great suggestions that live inside of us and will inform our decisions, but the one that we want to share to all of us gathered here is from Elizabeth Samty. Hello, Elizabeth, if you are watching. And Elizabeth described the very uncomfortable and somewhat indescribable sensation of having an itch that you really want to scratch, but then you cannot scratch because you know it will make it more itchy. I don't think those were exactly Elizabeth's words, but that's the idea.
What do you think, Kristen? Are you satisfied? Are we ready to do a show?
I'm satisfied. Here we go. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry you caught me. I was daydreaming.
Yeah. This is embarrassing, but it's actually why I snuck in here.
Is there something I can help you with?
Yes. First off, I'm very sorry. I feel like I intruded your space. I shouldn't be in your office.
No, please. I shouldn't be daydreaming. Sorry,
I did, though, come expressly because I was just passing in the hall and I saw you daydream.
Oh, you saw. Like I said, what an embarrassing moment. I'm gonna focus. I need to focus. The fact is, I haven't had a lot of vacation, and so I'm thinking about going on a vacation. And whenever I think about going on a vacation, my mind kind of wanders and I dream about moments when I don't have to meet a deadline and I don't have to worry about getting anything done for somebody else, things that I don't care about, the day to day. I mean, not that I don't, sir, not that I don't care about work. I care. I really enjoy working here. I love it. And so if somehow I came across as like not finding it important or liking my job or anything like that, it's just I
It's
haven't had it.
okay. It's fine. I saw you daydreaming, and I have sort of interesting hierarchical news from the company.
Oh,
Yes. You see, I'm still technically your boss,
right.
but my entire management department was rescheduled underneath of your directorship.
How do you mean?
I think we're each other's bosses.
So, wait, how can that doesn't make a lot of organizational.
And then that's exactly why I came in here. I saw you daydreaming, and I thought, oh, you look suitably relaxed and ready for, I suppose, news that would, well, it will change a lot around here.
I suppose it will, yes. So I'm reporting to you, but also you are reporting to me. I imagine around a specific project or task.
I think you floated off there again for a moment. Oh, and she's, oh.
Sorry, I'm feeling a little lightheaded.
Why?
I think it's just that I haven't had a lunch break today. I don't typically take a lunch break, so I just I wouldn't do that on so much company time, especially when we need to get these projects. I am so sorry.
Don't apologize. It's fine. In fact, it's one of the things that I was hoping that could be one of my final directives as just boss, rather than this Mobius strip of you a boss and me boss together boss.
You a boss, me a boss, together boss.
Right, exactly.
Yes.
I was hoping to, how do I say, fire you, fire you.
What?
Yes.
You were.
I was thinking the last thing. I mean, as the memo struck my desk, it's really like the last possible moment before this could be officially challenged would be I would fire you.
What?
Because you've been so stressed and loopy. And I think it might actually be good for you.
Haven't I worked? Haven't I done my job to your satisfaction? Haven't I been up to par, up to snuff?
Exceptionally well.
Hold my weight?
Exceptionally well.
Exceptionally. You said it yourself. Exceptionally well.
Yes. So.
Well, you can fire me in your capacity, but I am still your boss in another capacity. Isn't that so?
I think it just depends on which missive gets filed first.
I think I'm correct.
You very well could be. And that's why I just wanted to be careful about this.
I believe that I'm correct.
I think you very well may be. And yet it will be determined simply by which letter was filed first on the stack of the desk.
Well, if it happens that my letter was filed first, as I imagine it could be because it's involving structural change, then you can expect to receive notice, a pink slip. I will fire you. That is, of course, unless you rescind firing me, and we can work out everything together.
Okay.
Who hired us?
Boss.
Is there some... This may sound silly, but perhaps we shouldn't be working against each other. We're all on the same team, trying to get the same things done. Perhaps we've been hasty, and I, of course, have been out of sorts dreaming of vacations, and my blood sugar is low, and so I apologize if I've said anything untoward. I really just want what's best for the company.
And I thank you. What's best for the company is also what I want to be the thing that is best.
You seem uncertain.
Well, it's uncertain only because...
Say it again. Say it again.
May I speak as your employee?
Please.
I'm worried about you.
Of course. Thank you. There's nothing to worry about, but I appreciate your concern. Everything is perfectly fine, entirely manageable, totally understandable, ordinary, and running as it should. There's not anything to concern yourself over. I promise everything will be done as it should be, and everything will be... I've run out.
There it is. There it is. That's what I was most worried about. There's an occasional a blankness in your eyes, and sometimes it's amazing. Like the blankness is like I've turned off the rigors of this, and instead I am elsewhere. I am gallivanting. I am tearing mountains from the roof and crunching them with my molars. It's something in your eyes as you dream. And maybe I should speak plainly as your employee, if I may.
Yes, all of your metaphors serve nothing. And may I remind you, we are on a time schedule.
Yes.
And so I will... I'm sorry.
Yeah, but there's the other half. Half the time, the eyes are gone, not here, but gone and elsewhere. And
I've gotten a nosebleed.
oh no.
It's not a problem.
Oh, no.
It's not a problem. Do you have any water?
I've got this.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Go ahead. Go ahead. What were you saying?
Sorry. It all feels so inappropriate at this point. But sometimes I see you daydreaming live, and sometimes I see you daydreaming dead, and that's the one that
Stop using that word! Just use a different word. I'm sorry if just use a different word. I'm being productive. Go ahead. We're here, right? We work together, right? We can talk openly. We can talk honestly.
There are very, very strict rules about the lines of communication.
Right, of course. Yes, I'm sorry if I violated any of them or disregarded any of them. It's very important to me. We keep strict lines of communication, appropriate professional lines of communication, of course. Let's begin. We got off on the wrong foot.
Yes, you're right. May I apologize formally?
Thank you.
I
You're
apologize formally.
I accept your apology just as formally and am ready to engage in appropriate, professional, significant conversation.
You know what? I feel like there's a lot of too much chit-chat around this office.
Huh,
We should just get back to work.
you're right. We shouldn't talk about personal interests or dreams that we had as children, nightmares that we have currently, although I did have a nightmare. I imagined that I was struck by lightning. I was struck by lightning and I was set on fire and I ran through a village and people just watched.
That sounds terrifying.
I seem to have gotten off track again. You were about to say?
I was about to say
You were about to say.
Brezhnev,
Ah, Brezhnev, yes.
the name of the town in your dream.
You were about to
Brezhnev, Eastern Estonia, Brezhnev.
the name of the town in my dream.
Great storm fronts off the Baltic, frequent lightning. A blue slate steeple, piercing the night sky, while purple clouds, royal.
I'll have the report to you by Monday.
There's no need. Monday is canceled.
Right, very good. Then shall I have it on the new Monday, which is now, of course, Tuesday?
I think we're going to cancel the next week, all of us. I'm going to pull the absolute limit of my last authority before I believe I'm fired and say all of next week is kaput, canceled, and I will shutter this office if I need to. If I see you or anyone else trying to jimmy the lock and enter here in a way that might conduct some sort of commerce, I will not abide it.
Very good. What shall we do when the week is canceled and the new week comes, and now that is the next week?
Well, give me a week to think about it. I'm under a lot of pressure, okay?
Of course.
I don't know.
Very good. I apologize if I said anything upsetting.
No. No.
You know, there's one other thing that I'd like to discuss.
Yes?
I noticed it about 2 months ago. There's people who regularly come into the office, and some have decided to work from home. But the strange thing that I've noticed is that the office, it's slowly been getting emptier, and less people are coming in, and I haven't actually seen anyone else that works at the company for quite some time, which is why I felt so free to daydream and then was startled when you entered.
Yes. It may have been my memo to purposefully communicate to all of my superiors and directs that it's down to you and I.
Just us. Just us. Okay, of course. Well, no wonder we're wearing so many hats then. Well, no wonder we are one another's bosses then.
Oh my God. Who else would there be in the chain of command? It's Ouroboros. It's eating its own tail.
I would say. I would say it's a relief, except where are all the people?
I don't need to tell you that unless you direct me to. I have a confession to make.
Yes?
Early last month, there was a temporary mistake of the filings.
Temporary, you say, a temporary mistake.
A temporary, but within that short temporal window, a devastating and complete amount of power was given to me and crossed my desk. I was, for a very brief moment, boss's boss.
A temporary mistake.
A temporary mistake. And I used that fleeting moment of full engaged power. I could feel it. I could feel it coursing from a fountain pen. I fired them all.
I'm sorry. Of course, sir. Of course you did.
You have another. Oh gosh, you have another.
Yes. It'll pass, just like the last one did. They don't last long, and I'm sorry. It's quite embarrassing.
Come here.
Thank you. You know, thank you. My mother used to sing to me when I had nosebleeds to calm me down.
Shall I sing to you?
If you like. If you consider it appropriate.
But at this point, I feel like we've punctured every regulation so deeply that it no longer holds water, whether I do abide or no. Shall I sing?
Yes.
Very well. Nosebleed, nosebleed.
No, that's terrible. Please.
Far away, nosebleed.
Okay.
Make the members in your nostrils close. Make the members in your nostrils close. Make
It seems to have
every moment of your bloodiness last only as much as it must, and then
You were the boss's boss.
how low I've fallen, but yes. Ugh. I was the boss's boss, and I fired everyone. Okay, that's satisfy your curiosity already. I didn't fire you. I mean, up until a moment ago, I did, but that hardly.
Wait, was that official? Was that official?
It depends.
It depends on what?
If my missive to fire you arrived and was filed before the missive that made you my boss, then I'm afraid you're done. But if the missives happened in the opposite order and you are my boss, I no longer have the authority to fire you.
I can only agree with what you say, but you must admit that it is ridiculous. Someone should not be fired based on whether a piece of paper arrived before another piece of paper. Surely you can see that.
Of course it's idiotic. But how else could it be?
Where is everyone? Where is everyone?
I fired them. And now I am feeling like it was a slight error in how much of their workload I could handle.
We have so much work to do. I can never do it alone. I'm going to need some help, whether you are my boss or not. If it's only two of us, there is no way that we can get it done.
We can.
And we believe in the company, don't we? The company's mission is important, isn't it?
Yes. Yes. I am very sorry to have fired you earlier. I hope actually that I did so with, maybe as I was filing, there was just a hesitation of regret. And I pulled at the last moment when I should have pushed it through the mail slot. And that split second of hesitation possibly allowed your memo to glide underneath and become my boss before anything like that could happen. Let's presume that happened actually. I can't fire you. Can't do it. Can't do it. Forgive me for speaking out of line. I'm going to be at your corner of your office. Let me know if you need anything.
Thank you. I will.
Okay.
You are dismissed.
I'll just be here then.
Very good. Do you have any nightmares?
Dream of Bresnia.
How?
I have a dream. Every night when I sleep soundly, I wake to the sound of gulls.
Gulls?
Yes, I think I'm waking in my bed, but I'm waking on the deck of a single-masted sailing boat. And I'm sailing purposefully towards the open harbor of Bresnia. And I look above me and I see purple storm clouds roiling in. I have never been on a boat, and yet I feel like, in the dream at least, I'm competent and able. I spring to the mast and I've raised the sail and I use the power of that storm. I take the lightning. And within that moment, it's like I'm one with the ship. And I climb to the top of the mast, even though it's very dangerous, and I can feel the crackling of the heat and the ozone, the smell of a latent lightning. But I'm so close to the harbor. I'm so close to the harbor. I feel the lightning strike it, the mast, and me. And I am undone. And every cell, all these trillion little bits of me, evaporate into a fine mist and float peaceably over Bresniak.
I'm sorry, sir, but I was trying to understand what this had to do with the market report and the second quarter. What?
Yes, right, of course. Forgive me, I was daydreaming.
The market report, sir, in the second quarter, how we're going
Yes.
to decrease our expenses and increase our, you know, the other one.
You know
Our
what?
profits, our profits
I've just had a notion.
decrease. Yes?
Cancel this meeting. This one we're having right now. Just cancel it.
Sir, you've canceled this meeting 5 times already.
I am canceling it again. We're done with it.
We also didn't even expect to have this meeting, and while we're here, shouldn't we have it? I mean, we are meeting.
I am not fit to command a vessel, let alone a ship, let alone a company. What are we doing here?
Sir, I think you're having another nightmare.
What are we doing here?
Sir, we are working. Instead of living, that is what we are doing. Haven't you noticed? We work. That is what we do. That is how we define ourselves. As every other thing in our life trails away and disappears, we work, and so we live, and so we work to live. And for this, sir, we get a great reward. A great reward. We get the reward of money. Oh, sir, don't you love money? Don't you love money? This is what we do. We work for money. And we have piles of it. And we have piles of it. And we can go on ships in Bresnia if we want to. And we can even take a vacation from our work if we want to, sir. But we still must work. That's what we do. That is how we are productive. We contribute. Sir?
I've just lit fire to the records room.
What do you mean? Those are all our records. That's a record of everything that we've done. That's information, that's data that we need in order to figure out what we're going to do next.
Please take this in as most charitable way as you could possibly. Shut up. I've set fire to the records room. This job is...
Of course. Of course. That it makes perfect sense.
ashes. Likely to spread in here soon.
I started coming to work on the 5th floor because it has the prettier windows.
Go on.
I'm noting that, sir, there's not really a way out of the 5th floor. The stairs.
I'm not going.
I'm not going to go either. If my boss does it, I don't leave until the boss leaves.
You know what's
that way the boss sees that I...
If I resign, you're in charge.
Oh, wait. If my letter arrived first, then I'm in charge anyway. And if I resign, then you're in charge.
Oh, you wouldn't saddle me, would you?
I love you.
I love you.
I don't know where that came from.
I do.
Sir, you set fire to the records room. Wake up. We have to get out of the building.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Sir, just stay with me. I didn't mean what I said. I meant everything. I didn't mean everything that I said. I didn't mean. I mean that I said it, and I didn't. Everything, just everything. Everything. You mean everything that I said. you mean everything, and I didn't mean it in,
I meant it.
Okay, I meant it. I meant it. I've been having some dreams, I've been having nightmares. I've been... I don't know if you can hear me, sir.
I can.
If the records disappear, we can start again. Maybe this time we won't have to work. Every day. What do you think?
Together?
I said, I don't know if you could hear me, sir.
Yes, I could. I did. We could start again together.
Was I sleeping under my...
No bosses. Just two people.
I'm sorry, this is so silly. Was I sleeping under my desk?
Yes, you were, and I'm very disappointed about it. This has to be the most flagrant violation of company policy I have seen in my long tenure here.
I could smell smoke. We shouldn't forget. You set fire to the records room.
We're safe in here.
Oh?
Yeah.
Good. Work has been keeping me really busy.
Yeah, you've been so stressed.
And I haven't really had time, to have a life outside of the office. And so people from the office end up in my dreams, and I have to confess that you were in my dreams. We were in an Eastern European country, a city, and I have to confess that well, it seems so ridiculous, but you were the only person in the entire city, and the rest of it was set on fire, and we were running through it together. I can't quite remember the dream.
You won't have to. Because we are going to make that happen. You and I.
This is not professional.
I left being professional a long time ago.
I don't know how this happened, but my elbow is bleeding.
Ah. Do you need a thing? Like a tourniquet? That's extreme for a thing that's extreme. Would you need a elbow hold? May I hold your elbow?
Yes.
Ah, you really cut this thing.
I think it was when I was sleeping under my desk.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, sir. I should have told you that I've been on some medication lately. I don't like to disclose any personal things like that. And it's not for any continuing or chronic thing. It was more recreational because I've been having trouble focusing at work. I've been uh, having well, it doesn't matter.
Huh. Well then. I guess. We should just decide to go.
Nice.
Hey everyone! Wow, thank you so much for tuning into the Wadsworth Constant Live. This is a show Kristen and I have done many times in the past, improvised, and this is the first live digital version of it. And we're so excited that you were able to come along for the ride with us.
Thank you. And we want to thank Fred Brown for working with us and helping us get the show up to speed, and also to Milkshake, who was on camera. So thank you to both of them. And thank you to everyone who chimed in with suggestions. And of course, with everyone's help here tonight, we have raised at least $600 for Black Lives Matter Philly and Don't Shoot PDX. And so a great big thank you to all of you who helped make that happen.
Yeah, thank you all again. I'm going to hop into the YouTube chat. If you have any questions, if you have a minute to stick around, you just wanted to say hello. It'll give me about 11 seconds and we'll be there. But again, thank you all so much. This is the end of the stream. And I wanted, it's not funny. I'm in the habit. I'm so used to saying get home safe, but you probably already have. So great. Don't, flip off your device safely, I guess. I don't know. It doesn't work the same way.
Our hearts extend to you. Thank you so much for enjoying the show tonight. We hope you did. And we'll see you in the YouTube chat.
Take care. Bye now.